Hello everybody and welcome back to Algebra. Today we are going to be talking about multi-step equations, which are just equations that have more than just your standard two steps in them. So they're going to be a little bit more complicated than maybe you're used to yet, but that's okay. We're going to do two different videos about these, so you'll have lots of different examples to watch, and hopefully we can help you out with that. So the first thing we're going to do when we approach any multi-step equation is we're going to look for parentheses. And as you can see here, we've got two sets of parentheses in this problem. We've got one set over here, and we have one set over here. And if you remember back to a couple videos ago, we talked about the distributive property. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try to do any type of distribution that we can before we do anything else. So we're going to get that distribution out of the way and try to simplify that way. So to start off here, we're going to just distribute the 6 to the x. So we're going to get 6x minus 12 over here. And then on the other side, we'll distribute the 2 and we'll end up with 2x minus 6, and that 5 is still down there. Okay, so now we've done all of our distributions. Now the next thing that we're going to do, as you can see in this problem, is we do have a denominator. We're going to want to get rid of that because it's really hard to add and subtract things across an equal sign when there is a denominator somewhere. So on this side of the equation here, we're going to have to multiply by 5. And that means we're going to have to multiply by 5 on the other side, which is basically just going to be like a distribution. So we're going to do that. These 5s over here cancel. Over here, we're going to get 30x minus 60. And over here, we've got 2x minus 6. And now we just have a kind of standard, although much larger numbers than usual, equation. We're going to subtract the 2x over, get 28x over here. We're going to add 60 over to this side, get 54. And let's see, 54 and 28 don't divide evenly. That's okay. So we're going to get 54 over 28, and that will reduce to 27 over 14. And that'll be our answer for our first one here. Okay, so remember our steps. We distributed first when we could. We got rid of our denominator so we could do our adding and subtracting. And then we solve just like any other two-step equation. Now let's move on to our second example for this video here. And we've got another one like this. We're going to start once again with distribution. We want to get our distribution out of the way. So let's do that. We're going to get 5x minus 15 plus 6x minus 12 equals 5x minus 3x plus 6, right? 5 times x is 5x. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. 6 times x is 6x. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. And negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 2 is 6. Now we're going to need to combine some like terms before we can add and subtract. That's just going to make it a little bit easier when we do that. So we've got 5x plus 6x, that's 11x. And negative 15 minus 12 is negative 27. Over here, we're going to get 2x when we subtract 3x from 5x. And we've got plus 6. Now we can do our adding and subtracting across. So we'll subtract the 2x. Get 9x over here. Add 27 over. Get 33. No x is there. Divide. We get 33 ninths, and that is going to reduce to 11 thirds. And there's our answer. So just some general things to keep in mind when we're doing these multi-step equations. If there's any opportunity for you to distribute first. If there's a denominator anywhere, you're going to want to get rid of that denominator. And then after that, you're going to have to find some like terms, add them together, solve for x, and it should be over there. You follow those steps, you should do just great. On our next video, we'll do a couple more examples for multi-step equations, and then after that, we'll move on to something else. Thank you again for watching. Have a good day.